How can you beat the hedge funds? How can you beat Jane Street? How can you beat these institutions that have access to more tools and resources than we do? But little do they know, we cannot trade the same. They are trading with much, much bigger position sizes. Therefore, they are trading a lot differently than us because they also need a lot more liquidity. And so their trading is actually a lot more difficult. It's a lot more harder for them to actually enter and exit the market than us retail traders because we don't have that much money to have much of an impact on the market like they do. And there's also a ton of regulations, legal regulations, on whenever they enter and exit trades that they have to follow as well, of criteria they have to follow. So there's literally little to no regulation on retail traders compared to these big firms, despite everyone thinking that they're controlling the market or they're manipulating the market. The entire market, in a sense, is just basically buyers and sellers, but the point is not even that. It's the fact that there's just liquidity, and liquidity is how the market moves, right? If no one is losing, no one's going to win in the markets. The market is a zero-sum game. With every winner, there's always going to be a loser on the opposing end. And all you need to do is develop a strategic edge, a profitable trading strategy that either gives you a higher win or a high risk reward. Anything that gives you a net positive EV, you basically take advantage of that opportunity and just follow that system with discipline, and you will, I guarantee you will come out green. As long as you have an edge and discipline, that's enough to beat the markets. You don't need to be beating Jane Street one-on-one, because trust me, they don't care about your position size. They're fighting against other big firms because let's say they need to fill in a position size of 10 million at a single time, maybe within 30 seconds. They're looking for liquidity on the opposing side of 10 million sell orders, for example, if they're trying to buy, right? And retail traders are not going to have one single retail trader, at least, is not going to have 10 million. Of course, adding up all retail traders, which accounts for about, I believe, 20% of the entire daily volume, which isn't even a lot considering how many retail traders there are. Only 20%. So only a fifth of the market is truly retail traders. The other 4/5 of the market volume and volatility is purely institutions, banks, and people with a ton of money, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Stop thinking they're trying to go for your stops in a sense. Just understand that is just a byproduct of how the market works, okay? But anyway, nonetheless, you guys know, you may be wondering, how did I get this number of 960,000 consistently profitable traders?